Hey, what's up followers? Dave here from CNC3D. So today is the 25th of January 2024 and we have some fantastic news. We have just pushed through the latest update to our CNC3D Commander software. So basically when you go to launch Commander, I'm just going to open up Commander here now. It's going to ask you if you wish to update. So we're just going to say yes to this. Now what we're going to do in this video, just while this is updating, is we're going to go through some of the new changes, including the new change that we have to our new WebUI interface for our Nighthawk controller. So for those of you that have a Nighthawk controller, you are basically going to have a new update for that, and we're going to go through the process of basically how you can actually do this, and it is quite straightforward. So now the Commander has successfully gone through and updated, you can see a list of all of the new features that we've actually added into here, and a list of the bug fixes as well, and of course the Nighthawk WebUI update as well. So feel free to have a look at some of the new features and take a look at some of the bug fixes that we have implemented in this release. Now, if you have gone through and read this, you can just tick the box down the bottom here to not show you this next time it launches Commander, and you can close out of here. Now, we're just going to take a quick look at the previous WebUI that you're probably all very familiar with. So this is what you guys have had on your Nighthawk for a very long time, and basically it was just a little bit inefficient and it lacked a few features. So we have actually gone through and changed things up a little bit just to make things a bit smoother and give you a few more options in the WebUI as well. So I'm just going to minimize out of here for now, and I've just got the IP address for one of our QB2 machines on our factory floor here. So after we connect, the first thing that's going to pop up, I'm just going to dismiss this job sync window here. And basically it says that there is a web portal update available for your Nighthawk controller. So it says the current version is 0.0, which was the original WebUI that we actually had on the Nighthawk, and the latest version is 1.3. So let's just go ahead here and just say yes to this. And then now it will give you this window here. All you need to do is basically just hit the start button. And then this should go through and basically update the interface on the actual Nighthawk itself. So now that that's completed, you can just click on close. And if we go back into here now and just refresh this page, you can see that everything looks a little bit different. Now you see how it shows two axes right now? Very shortly, it's actually going to automatically update, and it's going to show you all of the respective axes that your actual controller has. So for those of you that have a dual axis homing Nighthawk, it will only show X, Y, and Z. And for those of you with a 4-axis Nighthawk, it will now show you the A axis as well, and give you the ability to actually jog the A axis too. Now there are some additional new features here as well. For example, we have this new spindle tab down the bottom here, which will allow you to manually turn your spindle on and off and adjust the respective spindle value that you'd like to give it. And we now have this manual command tab in here as well, where you can basically send any command that you would like to your actual Nighthawk controller, and it will execute that command when you hit the send button below. Now, this web interface, we are looking at it on a PC right now. You, of course, can access this on your mobile device as well. So whether you might have an iPhone or an Android phone, we do recommend using Chrome where possible, but it should really work on any browser that your mobile device has. So that covers the majority of the changes that we do have within the WebUI update, and hopefully it will be a much nicer looking interface on your mobile device as well. So jumping back into Commander here, we obviously had a whole bunch of new changes and some bug fixes. Probably one of the biggest bugs that we had encountered is in the last release of our CNC3D Commander software and the firmware update for the Nighthawk to version 2.3 firmware, was the addition of our constant velocity engine within the Nighthawk firmware itself. So when you're in laser mode, your laser jobs were much faster than they used to be. We figured out that some users were having problems with jobs stopping. Now we have actually figured out what the cause of this is, and we've also managed to come up with a solution. So up the top here, if you go into the settings menu, so keep in mind this occurs before you actually connect to your controller. If you go into settings and you go into the communications tab, you'll now see that there is a polling interval here underneath the USB/Bluetooth settings section, and by default that is set to 300 milliseconds. Now underneath here on Wi-Fi/Ethernet, the polling interval is currently set to 500. So if you do encounter any issues with your laser jobs, all you really need to do is simply just increase this number to say 1,000, and basically the only thing that it will actually change is how frequently the numbers on the side here update, and how frequently it will tell you down the bottom here of the current status of your controller. But this should hopefully address any issues that some of you may have been experiencing with your laser setups and your laser mode, and hopefully your job should complete without any issues when you're running them off the SD card. So to commit this actual change, you just need to hit update down the bottom here. And this has been probably one of the few issues that we have been trying to work out for a while, and obviously we have managed to fix now. So hopefully that should help you out with your laser jobs. Other than that, we hope you really enjoy Commander, and we really appreciate the feedback that you have been giving us over the years. So please feel free to pass that through, and we will continue to make Commander the best possible GRBL based control software that you can possibly get, is our objective. So thank you very much for all your help, guys. Have a fantastic day, and we'll catch up very soon.